Okay.
다치로서 관계 걸로 아버지 건데 다 맞아라지 생샤라 패바드 데이체 시스스나라 패도 비체 시스스나 된게나 아버지가 현실 정치 세제 되나면아야 로알라 패바 데이체 시스스나 된게나 너무도
So just trying to cultivate the motivations. So the best motivation, if you can, is to generate bodhicitta mind. So otherwise, if you're not able to generate bodhicitta mind, then just simply to think that this practice of the dharmas, that like listening to teaching and so forth, that is to really to benefit or to for the sake of other beings.
There abuche kona there anda che sha garin juju re ya la pembiche de sha juju na abu de wa yijing anda de shen se shen ni shen se xie ba se de da shen ji se ge sha gang shu se se gu wa ra ni shen se xie ba no wa yi ga dang ge da nya na yon da ro na yon da du na yon da sa na yon da shen se yi se de de yi da de gen long yin wa ra yi se son de abu do ge re ta son de to ha go the colors of bigger than Shahs on Boshi, and tell something when they are tell Abu Santo Donna, then Shah Karina Colochi leg, Colo Abu man, then Shah and you, Marwa. You know it, my temer, other the Conshu are called Julia, you might have a woman, there are some teton, some teton, a teary padonia, Goret, Colos on Boschicona, and the Colos and Shah Shendek. Never cause the boss and Shah the opposition. Shah Shendek and never the Abu man, Shah the Abu woman, the Atene, son, Donna, Abu Shada.
So whatever the activities that we undertake, so prior to to the undertaking the activities, so it's very good practice to just to give a bit of focus on the intentions for behind or for doing that activities. And so when we they talk about the following the Bodhisattva's deeds, then it is the Bodhisattva's it is the really much whether what we do, what activity we do, whether it accord with the Bodhisattva's deeds or not, is really depends on the intentions or our motivation for doing that. So therefore, if our activity we do like all sort of activities, like whether it's just eating food or sleeping or just walking or sitting, whatever we're doing. So if our intentions for doing those actions, so it is to really to benefit to extend benefit to other beings, then to somehow this activity becomes very positive and is really accord with the resembles some sort of the Bodhisattva's deeds. So it's good to get used to that, always giving a bit of thought before undertaking any actions. It's not like what we're trying to break these habits. With how we just go ahead with whatever that things that we have to do, without really giving thoughts on the intention, why we are doing this, and just simply doing that, and then as a result, really that we find that sometimes the consequences of that such actions are not that beneficial or positive. So rather, however, it makes a huge difference in terms of transforming our activities into something positive if we could correct the motivation or the intentions. So we just really our wish or thought of engaging in the actions.
That's something that I happen that in your leg never moved your leg. Some of the son of your leg, never laying there. Yellow pebbles and yellow never top one. Yellow nebby shad and got no. Yellow family shad and yellow nebby shad and because I chapter just wrong. When I wrote it, because the gentleman said in the kitchen. The son to Kale Kalechana, and so I no sitilla, and so I think Yellow Pemba Bashi mother. Never put so much because I think on the chair over Kale Zandona.
So, if we are able to ensure that whatever action we do, if it's aimed at benefiting other beings, and then we can be on the other hand, then we are really automatically avoiding this causing harm to towards other beings, and so therefore as we recognize any persons who really always think very caring towards other, and always do any acts of really benefiting other, and really trying to avoid causing any harm, any the inconvenience to others. How just as we admire, the person becomes very admirable and very considered as a very very good-hearted person. So and also when we look at that person who he's become a good example, become a good model person who can consider as something very altruistic and very kind of calm persons. So in this way, if we also make an effort in terms of to bring this kind of the act of benefiting others, then we can be also become ourselves like those persons.
다 계속 이제 이제 좋지. 가서 넘바 다 되는 시제 저번 대선데 다 루지바 엄마 루지바는 제가 정자. 대 시제 저번 대선 엄마 탄자서는 다 배제가 다 된저가 제 과셔나잖아. 맞아. 엄마 탄제가 되는 시바요 마신시. 시비 착해 내고 아마 너 시절에 시바요 아마 다 세나라서 어떤 되는 nhiệm 들반데 대서 가정을 다돼 인간 되는데 단단도 루지와 탄제를 봐야 되는 시지 들반데 된서 과셔 장 정도 하면서 맞아 시절도 시비 전도 탄제 야고야만 그래서 좀 대통령도 다 늘도 왔을 때는 대지 지대 되는 nhiệm 들반데 세나라서 되지 nhiệm 들반데 야, 루지바에는 내반들 렌즈도 셔든데고 알아. 난즈도 녀든데고 알아. 아마 배고 다든지 같으니 아마 단지 그 녀들래 그라 보셔들래 뭐 하선도 됨다 공대 대하고 대 발처럼 잘돼. 아서 송었다. 이다 되는 녀모 들반데 시라 레전드다 오제예 매 대셔신도 이르다 단도 시제 들어야는데 냠몸이 들어야는다 대부바셔 바데 시라레 예야 말레스 시라 예매 대셔 시라가 초예 이제나 다 티바레스 대시 티바사 샤고 대저도 시에 들어야나 냠몸이 들어야나 얘네들 냠보 생각도 시라마 요 말이 시라레 대다 시라레 yen다 보지 예매 제공 보통 말에 대세 전에 시라 시라된 초래 보见초 Chu ye, yetes, Jana, Chira, Joe, Janata, Tibat, station, Tibatagas, Tibachu is, Joe, all other Tade, Cho Tibatin, Tibatis, is on Ted, don't know that they are more Pajitin Roger, Lotilis, yeah.
So, so at the end of the last week teaching, so we, we stopped at this the quote by the Maitreya, which says the Venerable Maitreya also says in the Sublime Continuums, the conceptualizations of the three spheres are asserted to be cognitive obscurations, while conceptualizations such as stinginess and the like are asserted to be afflictive obscurations. So as we noted in the last teaching, so where when we take the meaning of this line in this verse very like literally, then it kind of goes, this line, the mentions about the two types of obscurations, right? Two types of obscurations, which is the cognitive obscuration, or sometimes the obstruction to omniscient mind, and then the afflictive obscurations. So if we take this the meaning of line so literally, then it kind of accord with the view of the Sotantika Madhyamika view, Madhyamika school, on these two types of obscurations. So in which, according to the Sotantika Madhyamika, so the cognitive obscuration so is referring to the actual conception of the self, of like true existence, and whereas as it says here, while conceptualizations such as stinginess and the like, all the delusions or the mental affliction that arise from that. So these are the afflictive obscurations, and so as well as according to this Sutantika Madhyamika, then even the conception of the self of a person is also a afflictive obscuration. So, however, according to this Prasangika, the Madhyamika school, then the cognitive obscuration or the obstruction of omniscient mind is not identified with any types of like actual conceptions. So rather they point to the tendency or the latency which is left by this like a self-grasping, or this the conception of the inherent self. So it's referring to the. So we have to interpret it here. This when it says conceptualization of three spheres, so are asserted to be cognitive obscuration. So we have to interpret it that conceptualization to the latency or the of the conception of the self, and then as he says next one, solely wisdom is the cause of their eliminations. So as it's clearly indicated here, and when in terms of the antidote to uproot or to counteract these both of these obscurations, then as it says, really solely the wisdoms is the cause. So it's really only the wisdom is the cause. So then it says of their eliminations, nothing else. So wisdom is supreme. So therefore, because it is only the wisdom which has the capacity to eliminate, to uproot these both types of obscurations. So therefore, it says the wisdom emphasize the that wisdom as being the very is supreme, and then so on the basis of that, then as it says here, study is its basis. So study is supreme, so as to generate such to such gain such wisdom as is dependent on the wisdoms. So therefore the studying about this wisdom, so is, as it's saying here, also as supreme as the wisdom itself. No.
True is.
No.
Yet, yen, Tibati.
So the study is all the. No.
Yet, Yena, Tibati, Tibata, or Shira, Joe, Tachu.
So the studying or the listening to Dharma, so as it is really the supreme cause to to gain the wisdoms. So we can also interpret it. We can as when it says here the study is supreme. So in terms of being the supreme cause. Studying as being the supreme cause to give rise to the wisdoms. No.
Tibatan, ta embines, Gojasata, logger, Tene, not never shasta, embines logger. Not then Kadata, Nomba Jabalatin, Segars, ta Gojabalatin, Tennessee Goddess, Tiba my young Marisol, Tibache, then Tiba Abu, then Gala show you, a show at Zebi Zavati, then the Tibache. Then not fashe, ebinashe, then Yombajana, Yombajava said good as in the authentic sense of Sulhas, Anatira, the religion, Mazebich in the show, say Manebich, the Shut Tibala, Sobala, then Zamba Yoman Jeshi, the Tibada Madeb and Sausage and Union, nobody Taju to the machine, hey, and Joan Babajabas, Joan Mabatin, Tibata, the bottom did
Then the text continue, and Shanti, there was a compendium of the training in verse says. Be forbearing and then study. No. No. So be forbearing and then. No.
Then the Venue I didn't watch the sachets. Martin, it takes sachets and Jochi Dredges. And then that talk a lot in the Malassian.
Yes. Just to double check with this, the author is Shantideva. So for be forbearing and then study, stay in a forest and then persevere at meditative equipoise. Maybe continue with this. And his auto commentaries, this compendium of training to this.
Chila show you the Zava, they do it in Tibata. Tibatan, they're not choosing, they call it Lego. Tiba maybe not do the Lodi Trial Jais. Tiba maybe Gomba the Lodi Trial Jais to do a sapien take Geshe. Tiba kitchen was James. Kaja Tiba Gomba do it. Chelsea Matchako. There's never chumbo deck. Then is not never shot. Tiba not the cargo. Teacher the soul, then go. 만테는 갈수 somba ko jachewa ji soje de mo yong ya tiang ha de nge sen tong de soje ga jing mo a de de soje shira de mo yong de ti ba ni de me so ni me shira ni ma yong ma de de le da de ke je ba son de ze ja ti ba ji za wa sha ze ya sen de ga la sho wa de ba ze ni shu ni wa de ba ko yong da 대전에 되는 티바자는 되는 나서 내봐샷 티바야부 용가서 되는 양배를 고작 이제 양만지 나 티바면 고작 가자 그거는 고작이 가려라 이거죠 가지고 고자산으로 고 가자 그래서 나도산으로 나 가지고 진다 이거죠 근데 깨져 돼서 또 이게는 티베타도 고자라 또 티바야 보죠 코자죠 이제 사이즈지 되니 고 맞아 고장게는 또 사이즈 단다스 나 녀바죠 이제 샤스
So who's that? Oh, okay. Wait, yeah. Okay, so this this passage from this companion of the training, so it's really contained a very important advice, spiritual advice for us. So, as you say here, there's it really emphasizes the importance of studying the Dharma well, and so to emphasize that is saying be forbearing and then study that and we're trying to overcome in overcoming all the like hardships and all the feeling weary and overcoming all those. So we have to with great diligence and effort. So we should it's saying that we have to study well, and then as it says here, then stay in a forest and then persevere at meditative equipoise. So then it's saying the advice is it is saying here then you are equipped to really to go to like a forest or a solitude place, and then to really to deepening one's understanding by engaging in the meditation practice. So in here it's really to very important, because quite often we like kind of undermines these the importance of this of gaining the good understanding, gaining the good knowledge through studying, and then sometimes for example sometimes it happens when people without really preparing well, they go to do certain like a meditation practice, and then when they start, they don't know what to practice, and then ask, trying to get help from others what they should meditate, or they go to do certain mantra, and then when you begin this accumulate the mantra, they actually not sure which mantra they should be accumulating. So instead of like this, so it's really giving a very the clear directions here in terms of how we should perceived in our spiritual practice. So which, as if we follow this advice, then how it makes sense. That means that how if we study well and gain a good knowledge of the Dharma through listening or through studying Dharma, and then naturally then we will have the enough the idea, enough knowledge to contemplate or think over and analyze this the meaning of the Dharmas, and then and through this, of course, through contemplating, through analyzing, then our knowledge become more more deeper and more thorough, and so therefore then if we start the meditation practice, perceive the meditation, then we do have enough point to meditate upon. most.
That's the Runded, the relation. Mazebi show and allowed the Zen, the Tibetan. That's why Gala show you, it's in the white Congress. Mazebi show and then say, Manebi, Tibala, so but then Zambanyo and Jay, Yada show a short lesson, Tibanyo Kangalon, that's in your own. Tell the Zek, said.
So, and then it's continue his auto commentary, a compendium of training to this says, with impatience, so you become disheartened and cannot forbear, so your perseverance at study, etc., declines. So the emphasizing that how when we should have enough patience in order to be able to overcome any like hardships and any difficulty in this in learning or in studying about the dharmas. And it's just because if we lack the enough patience to tolerate, to overcome all the challenges that we face in studying, then we can easily become as you say lose our motivation and so therefore then we we will then won't achieve any result from the studies.
That Tibado Madebin, so they taught the Yamo no more you touch it to the machine. Tiba man, that's all you should have coined. So they tie on, so you should have gay woman. Ah, may that then Yamo no more of it, Shiragin, Taj, Shiragin, then she might Tiba Menta, go Jerry Canada Kachi. Shira can take some tattoo, Tibado Madebin, so they taught the number unity, touch on machine there, then show maybe this year, Tibata Shah, myself Shasta, they are going to other.
And then continue, and without study, so you do not know the means for either meditative stabilizations or for clearing away the afflictions. So therefore, without becoming disheartened, study. So it, as just we just discussed before. So it also clearly says that how if we lack the enough knowledge, about the meditation practice, about the Dharma through studying and through listening to the Dharmas, and then if we lack the knowledge through studying, then we lack the knowledge about the meditation itself, and as well as so then we lack the knowledge about really what in terms of the applying, how to apply the means or the remedy to overcoming the various mental afflictions. So it is also essentially also saying that without the support, the background, good knowledge of the Dharma, then really then you won't be able to contemplate and then to meditate.
That's she don't see me Shiba Legion Dore, that I read, but Tibado then I Shiran Ju and Jeros, Shirado then I say Yamun Rad show and Jero, Yamoma Mebala, then it's a lot of netos, Tiba dena tell attention, Shiran Ju rest. Shirayana, Shirado dena, then Yamo Rad no much Sheva, then Shawadi, she dead in Mores, Yamul tried. Tayana, Yamoma Mebala, Yamo Mebal, then you lot many episodes. 다 녀모 다매 쳐다 다세는 핀비 다세 하이브 다세 되네가 되니 라 연구 말스 되게 내가 연구 말이야 이제 선 대도 내네 녀모 매 녀모 봐 라 되잖아 너도 나도 이제 로직 녀모야 이제 지 내가 되려 그래 천래 쳐다 다 천래 다 선서 녀모 매봐 선 대도 돼 그래서 대모가 좀 돼야 돼.
And then continue. And the questions of Narayana formula also says, just so, child of good lineage, if you study, the wisdom will come. If you are possessed of wisdom, the afflictions will be stilled. Once you have no afflictions, so demons do not have chance with you. So again, it's also clearly saying how from the listening or from the studying of Dhamma, then this wisdom will arise. We give birth to wisdoms, and then if we have a wisdom, then then we will be able to overcome the mental delusion, so afflictions, and so therefore, having overcome the mental delusion, then there is no the interference, such as the demons. We're talking about the four demons, like the demons of the Lord of Death, or the demons of this Son of God. There's so many different types. So in a
so many.
No. So
so many.
No.
No.
So okay. No,
So many.
So four demons. Any of the four demons. So the demons of Laga.
So many men, yes. No can canteen. So many canteen can.
No.
Really?
Lost. So there's four types of four demons and the mental delusions and the Lord of Death and the Son of God, and then what's that one? Aggregates. Yeah, that's right. So and also how in even in like the everyday life, when sometimes when people complain about the certain spirit or certain things bringing harm to their life, and then all these obstacles, worrying about certain obstacles in their lives. So these are all the nothing but these all these obstacles or hindrances really is coming from the mental delusions.
Lucer Teche Gundella, Lucen Cornet, Sherma, Ram Suradons, and Donajo, Tietin, Gunde, Teche Montipa Gisos, and the Tedana. She said that Japan Deba no large. Then launch a so Tombas, so that any Abushiga. I don't go a chidder, no what I do, Chirada, Nonji, Shira Shivi, Jelana Mapa, Drama Mebe, Surada, Teche.
So then continue. The scriptures and reasoning establish the following. So those who wish to properly practice the teaching need a broad study of the stainless scriptures and their commentaries, the unexcelled cause that gives rise to the wisdom which thoroughly distinguishes phenomena. which is the sacred life force of the path. So so it's just clearly saying, just the how the life force of the path. So it's referring to the knowledge that you, or the wisdom that which you produce through the listening to or studying about the dharmas, which here it says the study of the stainless scriptures, which refer to the sutras, all the words of the Buddha and their commentaries, and that is the commentaries written to the sutras by the later masters. So. Also, this is the saying is the referring to that knowledge that you gain through learning through of the Dharma. So, it is the sacred life force of the path.
Son test little revision the Jones. Lungi Tiba Sheba, that dog so repeat dog, Tiba Sheba, Joe, they give on the union of the Mundaban. Little Dennis is that Tiba Pesante. So repeats on the tone of that, and a good, little tenor, Tiba good, repeat on the Tiba good. They give on the union of the Mundaban, the Munda gun do said that Mundaman, knowledge is a sort of be shiraji, Jago Giba, Langeba, Manye, Mageba do Yobi, Shacha Loge, Yaba Yaba, Bashi, Kitchen, She Yembi, Da lesson, Depi, no, Tenda, the teacher that is the Kuashaho, the Gendang, I tell this thing that don't matter, so long a caution location, then on the lawyer chamber, little repeated the Dutch take Gipa, Yonder. Yonder, Madabana, Knowledge is a sort of be Shira, Jago Gipa, Yaba Mani piece. And on the other, Magiba do you be such a loader. Yes, sort of be Shira, Yaba Mata, Magin do so what, and nothing anything good. Bashik, which is Yembi. That lesson that one, and that's the teacher, the point, shovels, none of them be Chinese. That's it.
Then continues. So, however, not achieving wisdoms while thinking that a broad study is necessary to develop it is simply the fault of your not being convinced that you need the analytical meditation and discerning wisdoms when the time comes for practice, and of having the mistaken convictions that think that analytical meditation is not necessary. So therefore, those of you who want what is best for yourself should eliminate such a mistaken conviction as though getting rid of poisons. So it is also the relating to what has been said above, that how the importance of this in gaining knowledge about the teaching, and then to which such knowledge can be gained through relying on the authentic scriptures, as well as through applying one's own discriminating wisdoms. So so what is saying here is, it is a great mistake if one still think that this is not it is not necessary to gain such a knowledge in order to proceed with the contemplation and the meditations.
샤와 제나 마시바 라자 저시 때바 쭉 이제 이 다쟁이네 야 네, 배추 시비네 가요 마셔게 수레스 배추 신나 배추란도 주세 거의 마시바 되는 중에라 소지발라더니 너가지 샤 맞아서 란도 저시 때다 선대야 거든요.
Then it says, so therefore, okay, then this Nenjopa, Nenjopa said, Choba, when it comes to accomplishing the state of omniscient enlightenment, whether you show up or conceal that you studied only a handbooks, so you cannot get anywhere without needing the yak lords of book. No. No, so it's in the Tibetan. There's mention of like a handful of book. It's enough. But virtually say it's not enough. You need a a load which would be for the put on the yak. So in another word, to heal. Yeah.
Zore.
Lao to the zor with like. Yeah. With the breed of the yak and I think the cow is you get a zor line. Yeah, the pamuton zor man. 야다 마다 바모 버주 돈 뭐로 말을 서로
내 근여자 하고 싶어.
예.
야면은 변해 비만.
야만데.
멜. 야, 내 마다 늘선저.
네.
늘. 야, 늘면 야 마다 늘. 매매 왜더니 야 내 가면에 야 언제 가면 마다 된 절 가면 내 몰이나 뭘 가면 저래 포 그래나 포는 저래 포 가자 매일 저래 안 되는 조모사 뭐는 조모 아주 그런 거 같아.
Male and female zor. Then continue.
Modern this all and boy more
the consultant did Labalki. No.
Must then tell getting on my she doesn't understand the
no.
So said
that Injig handbooks are Labalki taping or again.
Tell them out.
No, this one.
Parts of it. 무슨 들다 다시 뒤에서 들다 봐 신지도 안 오고. 남이 깨지 신진데 저거는. 예. 근데 헬보 저를 하면 야고 헬보 치지 뭐야.
맞어.
야. 다제 왜 취시 봐 제세 다 버져야 근데 저다 된데 란터서 써실라 땜바 주 배추 시바는 공이 시험 말했어요. 란트서라 되면은 신신들 란트서절 가이 시험 말. 저 계속 정보를 보다. 다제 다 버져와 가비체데 샤신이 이나 전데 야네 코자네 바바샤 옌베 다마예 마슈요 더글라 제데 생아셔라. 근데 그저 라이면다 가도 포주위자 그런 연구들이 포드카션 야고야. 나 뭐자 최징에는 디자 논설로 되다. 나 포주와 가비 카나 가비샤 카시와 니나 야니 코자기 진나 코자나 로바샤와 옌베 Da mai no ma shu yu the kola shanga shaba la the loja machine ya pochin this in the kodu loja machine ka that's in singa that's it that man then and
then the continues, the Pujungwa placed an open sacred text beside his pillow and said, "We must learn the text, so even though you do not get a chance to read them, make a wish to read them all." So if someone said that you should practice the teaching without understanding it, how would you do it? So just giving it is Pujungwa, the Kadamba master, so who always had the habit of keeping an open book in the next to him, and just next to like the pillows, and then to so which is a kind of the no. So make a wish to read them all. So if someone said that you should practice the teaching, so without understanding it, so how would you do it? No.
I very young time I just Lord Chamber in this mind that my follow in the all I do and all this. But again, which is then getting out touches and jet to Makashi. Candace has a jet to tell them I just and the jet to Masani doesn't.
So it's make it easy to always to refer to when it's already there. So there are a lot of great lamas always keep the important text next to them, even the opened. So like the late Geshe Doga, you also always have the 8,000 the sutras always place sutra text open and placed next to him. Now the 8,000 line sutra here. So he every time he get an opportunity, he read few pages, and so he had managed to read over like 200 times of that the sutras. Lende masobena lo des nganja ndele ndra no nyobana she chance su sade da ko sa ta mo sa ka ba de yete wa ji su da no sa ka no ji yete kon de se de ya ko ta ta ji se yene ma chi be so ngwan de le chen ndra ndra bo shi she chance de da ngwa la de chi da rang ha zo no de ba la so ba shi ra de ba sa ti ke she zhong se de ba se de mo ge che da xian zhong su se de ta sha da yu xian. Then continue here. The Bodho was said. So the Bodho was said 3 times to a monk of Jengawa, who was escorting him a short distance. So you are enjoying yourself too much. So he then continued. So you rely upon my teacher, who is like the sky covering the earth. So which is to imply the the enormities of the excellent qualities that is possessed by the teachers. So do not salivate over other teachers. So since you do not have to read the root texts and their commentaries and mark their corresponding passages, so you do not have a lot of work. So you are happy because you do not think about cause and effect. So while your work at certain activities by means of certain tantric practices, and you can be satisfied with these many things.
no sakwa no ji de den na mas zale ma shi shi ta go mo de ne mi ti ba ko de ida na so ton do ga la ana te xian te wo de sa sha ra ge shen na so ma je ba de mo ni la sa me so jin na sa ye su na ka ma me shan ji chen na shi ji ge xian na na ronyi nyoni ros dangi tijula junge ches neta shena shiji se senye ches ra senye je neta de shena shigi se chetu ndele je na modo ba tanje je je na oga ma tre ba she ba te ba je ma che de je sha nyo do som gomba pala mage bashe pala gonyo hade kakare.
So then so continue with the reading. So Sharava said, so until you become a Buddha, so your studies are not finished. So they are finished when you are a Buddha. So just the no.
So jena sa is
no.
So
they are finished when you are a Buddha. No. So Kamapa said, some says when you practice teachings, so what need is there of knowledge, and they degenerate. So this idea is a real danger for those of us who have studied little. So others says, if you really try, you do not need knowledge. So this is very dangerous. So if you are making a big effort at the teachings, so knowledge is required. Since it is not completed in this brief lifetime, we must resolve. I will study continually through many lifetimes without interrupting the succession of lives, having leisure and opportunities. So some think that meditators do not need to study. Only those who explain the teaching do. But those who explain the teaching and do not study merely run the risk of sinning. So while it is precisely the meditator who must study to avoid straying from the path.
The thousand shan is Chisha give a shin, Ronion and Ronding, teacher and junior chess. Netta Chena, she senior chess, Tavachi, she is in the she in a Kashi guards. Pagojam the Kaja said, Chin, Netta Chena, she gets did 10 2 last. Madu be Tanja Oga Mandu Bashila, 티바지 얘네 천달랑 한다 티바지 조가 가요 말이네 이제 다 로라마는 가서 다 단저지 오가만 줄 봐시 나 거름만 줄 between 로라마는 가서 인다 세셔마서 말고 저기 이제 오가만 집안들 종가라시 만줄 봐시 오가시 이 정신을 실수해서 다 보게는 이건 이제는 너 단저 만줄 봐대 망하다 근데 때가 하다 다 다인 된들랑 하다 론 조금 말봐 맞아 아이는 심해가 다이 될 러바다 용걸 대 여자 거를 만줄 대 단저 말아봐 그거 알아 내 로라마 될 가지고 나 만주 봐시다 나 tindas 내대 현재 시계제 채투 내지 시계제 채투 달라 맞고 비스 센달라 조금 됐어 라론 조가 말은 아주 빠지 대지가 조가 맞고 비스 단저지 어가 만주 봐겠어 라 단저지 어가 만주 봐 거를 만주 봐겠어 거를 만주 봐서 다 롤하마제 손대도 다서 받은 주바 실라 대바 저 마셔대 샤뇨도 소 년에라 당 맞아 봐 실라 대바데 좀 마셔 봐데 샤뇨도 소 세자고 생각해 거전을 대제 단저 만주 봐지 전 투투는들 로바 조금만 뭐는 심히 단졌어 말아 봐제 만주 같은 대 라틴에 손도가 레싱도 해 만주 봐 실라 대바 좀 마셔 샤뇨도 소 년에 전대 대바 마도나 세셔마 단저 대자랑에 대바는 샤뇨 근데 배 야본도 집에 손도는 되지래신 당한도 들서는 거를 공화 전 나가는 거는 시험받은 연구 말 하고도 년도 써 다들 곰바발라지는 먹게 봐 셰바발라기 기녀됐어 얘네 대다 티바 곰바발라 먹게 셰바발라 기녀되라 티바 뭐에 생겨도 뭐시에 주거라 맞아 공개도 거치 있냐 그 사람 생겨도 그 사람 가자비게 세가 셰바발라 되는 로니체 스니 세den게다 시쟁게다 디비가 거 디센로 인가 셔런데 이래라네 거다 대선다 티바 셰바데 치생게다 치바가 고장게다 티바 마게서 치생게다 얘네 디기 녀반디가 라 셰바발 딘로이 녀체 곰바바 코나 게스 곰바바 코나라 게스 대다 드발라 시라 디제다 제 개발매도 머르와라 녀바 첨보제다 첨보다 얘기되다 나도 좀 대만라던데 ချက်봐봐라 디 디다 로이 녀체스데다
So this in the few line that we've just read, so also they emphasize the importance of learning or studying dharmas. So if we when we think of our own situation, so either we are on the path of training, or we have on the path of stage where there's no more training is required, so or learning is required. So since we are not on the second one, not on the stage where there's no more training or no more learning is required, so therefore the implication is that until we reach to this state of normal learning or normal training, that we have to be continuously studying and the learning about the Dharma. So as it says here, I will study continually through many lifetimes without interrupting the succession of lives or life, having leisure and opportunities. Which is to emphasize that not only that if the learning is necessary, it's very essential, should be an integrated part of this life, but also if since we have not if we are not able, we are not able to achieve the final goal, the ultimate spiritual goal. So therefore, we need to also continue, find our learning even in future life, and so therefore, in order to do that, in order to facilitate ourselves to find a life which is suitable to continue our learning, then that's why he's saying we have to make sure that we find the life of leisure and opportunity in futures. So so therefore even the learning have to be continuous, not once but in so many series of the rebirth. So, and then continue something that meditators do not need to study. So only those who explain the teaching do. So this is also, quite, happens. We hear about these things, on the people who are saying that if you to do the meditation, in order to engage in meditation practice, pursue meditation practice, it is not necessary to learn. To studying about the practice, So the studying about the learning about the Dharma, learning is only required for those who preach, or those who give a teaching to others. So they are the one who need to learn, because otherwise they have nothing to teach to others. If they have not learned, have not gained knowledge about that. So when what he's saying here, then as he says here, but those who explain the teaching and do not study studies merely run the risk of sinning. So that's saying that if those who hold such attitudes, such a view that they really the learning of Dharma is only for if you want to preach, to teach Dharma to others, those who hold such kind of view, then then he's saying is run the risk of sinning. That means to accumulating the negativities. So while it is precisely the meditator who must study to avoid straying from the path, of which we already touched before, how important it is for the meditator, who in order to proceed to perceive the meditation practice, so must have the enough knowledge, gain enough knowledge about Dharma.
Dravalas, Chitse Dravashara Mandu, Shirado, Tija Tiba Med, Maria, Nepa, Chambaji, Des. They knowledge is a Jagom, Gibala, Nepa Mania, and a shadow who got Yenere. Knowledge is a Jago Vegetation, young Maris started, that's on the Agundua. Trapan Debi, then and Zabashi, Gichong, knowledge is the Gendo Song. Doma Yesa, Cheda, Monroa, Jaranda, Shida, Kone, Wounds, there I got that.
Then he continues, thus, so you must be convinced that wisdom and the study that causes it are indispensable for proper practice. So moreover, unless you reach certainty about the need for analytical meditations when you practice, so you will have a very hard time getting anywhere.
Geshe Chembo, Bashi, Jamba, Chimbijing, Randa, Mate, Damba, Lungi, Damba, the Divi, Damba, Nili, Me, Maman Rava Shelu, Shiba Shiba, Yeji, Shibana, Shini, Lala, Kawa, Yembi, Drava Manu, Shishana, Teni, Tenzi, Choyimbi, Sharo. Debi Temba, Mano, Zamba, Lungi Temba, Mano, Koala, Rally, Sharo, Statimaja, Amon.
We'll just continue the reading. So even some well-regarded scholars of the scriptural collections claim understanding study to be either a mere preliminary to practice or to be a background support, like mountains at the back of a valley, but not the actual instructions. So for this reason, so you need practice to quickly attain Buddhahood and study to benefit the Buddha's teachings. So this is contradictory nonsense. So there are just two kinds of teachings. So teaching as scriptures and teaching that has been put into practice. So the former makes known the procedure for practice, and the latter is assimilating the practice after you have understood the procedures. So therefore, during the practice without error is the best way to uphold the teachings. Moreover, unerringly upholding the teaching in the sense of practice depends upon an unerring understanding of scriptural teachings.
Tisa Shagibi, Shurawa, Masui, Longe Chanyoso, Zobi, then Shose, let Tomboy, which is Nola, Longe, Rambarella, Nyaba, te Gibis, Nyaba te Gilas, Loy, Tachuna, Tetol, God Jews, Atimajan Road. Loy, Tacha, Laya, Tombo, Chun, Combachewa, Swing Chess, Aden. Longe Ramba Teni, changes Pala, Sura, Gonde, Tamam, Tonja, and Denis, one Sunday, Tebata Magisos, and the Tomatima, Shibama Gis.
And then continue the reading. Therefore, it is not right to forget what you have studied at the time of practice. For you must first know many teachings and then put their very meaning into practice when the time comes to do so. Even if you do not understand the teachings from the outset, do not be discouraged, but strive to study them in accord with your mental capacities as much as feasible, whether that be a little or a lot. So do not make study and practice into separate things. Rather, the very thing that you practice must be exactly what you first study and reflect upon. So beginning bodhisattvas must depend with certainty on a single procedure of the path, a practice that is not biased towards one side but is complete in all aspects of the path. So when their mental capacity is small, they engage in conditioning themselves to just this process of study, followed by the practice. If their mental capacity is great, although at first small, has become greater through conditionings, so they steadily expand upon the very stage of the path they know, proceeding in connection with all the scriptures and their stainless commentaries.
Gonde, Tamama, Toncha, Dundeni, Roy, Sando, Tibasa Gumaris, Dead Tisha, Domba, Mano, Chanson, she, Do Dejo, Donga, Docida, Tabaco, Lonja, got Lonja, got Tonche, got Tonche, Tonche, Samba, Shiba, Jiba, Dana, Damba, Tonsa, Rotabashi, Gibi, and that's in Mania Pada in your legend, Shuratora, Tamba, then Yaba Siji, then be Ludo, your legend, Yaba my own. And all the materials that the teaching didn't know matter. The ditch Donga, Teva, Kowo, Lonja, got Tonche. So on, Jibatana, no? So I said, Sabalism, that's one Jibatana, then about Tonte, and Rotabashi Gibi, then that mania partner, your ledger, sure, so that Tembania Basiji, then be. Le also do be knowledge in the Nella, Yabam, Yamasibi, Tombi, Shedo, Trola, Te, Kelobe, Sanda Nomba, Sanda Tapi, Jesus, Domba Yondo, Yonda Yeni, Saja Jete, Mino Shans, Lama, Lama, like so. Shutrada, Tana, Sosa Tani, Sosaba, the Revajon, Gotaman, and Jibi, Chansu, Relambe. Tene Lola Cheda, Chava Kone, Pay, Cheda, Neba, Tinsuba Sheva, you know, that. Timazad, Timano, that, Timano, that, Combishi, that Timaja. Commander, Tadini, that dinner, Lola, Chekone, Pava, and Yapa, Tinsubasha, you know, that things that can be bad, can be tata, I rested, there is that. They was your human.
Okay, so just to continue with reading. So if their mental capacity, when their mental capacity is small, so they engage in conditioning themselves to just this process of study followed by practice. So if their mental capacity is great, although at first small, but has become greater through conditioning, so they steadily expand upon the very stage of the path they know, proceeding in connection with all the scriptures and their stainless commentaries. So there's no need for them to perceive something else to study beside these. So therefore, if instructions are accurate and complete, then although summarize, all of the key points of the Sutra and Tantra paths and the path of the higher and lower vehicles must be covered. So once they have been explained at length, so you must be able to go through all the teachings. So until you reach something like this, it is possible to feel delight about just some portion of your practice, but it is impossible to become certain about the key points of practice for the complete corpus of the teachings. So consequently, rely upon excellent teachers and companions. So make a foundation of pure ethical disciplines to which you commit yourself. So listen again and again to the instructions, do 4 sessions of meditation, and then sustain the objects of meditation and its subjective aspects. So after you have made fervent supplication to the deities and the gurus, strive all the causes of engaging from many perspectives in accumulating the collections and purifying obscurations. So if you do this, you will become profoundly certain that good qualities in your mind will steadily improve. Lost.
Tomba command tande Teresa lo coni tene ta na de carra tande tomba tomba lama tomba ama no chiche de shani chang ade jeromi cortesu sa soja con pebiche de choi chubasho de lola che kone pewi ngepa tin supa shewa yeno si jirba desu ta ngene tinza kogorila teni lola che kone pewi che ngepa tin supa shewa yeno kompe ta teni yungwa ta te yashona lama tongpa lama ngama nonji shani chu nga tibi chino lola rungi yungwa shila 용도 선바시 야와시 또바시 예이 체제的对呢亲自就라 체제的对呢现在中巴了老巴天了跟中美少的了中美国家的了电巴了고chen dila temban jiwa yi chezo gomba ani chezo gomba tezo ji de cha ni ta te chezo gomba tezo de chi shiba chenche ro ashi gi de ta ni gi ta de ta sombi ngeshe tena gem mage je de somba ton ye to ba yin be po ya ye shi de zhu ji sa wa na shin de ta ma su 이치 되면서 다 때마치죠. 게신에 대해서 뭐셔녀니 거의 칼라치는 뭐냐바시 용 대면하나 대바 바래지려 대바 바래 싫어하면 봐. 달라 뭐이 카드나 뭐저 개비 카드나 개죠 지지 천나셔도 지세라친데 녀니 건트에서 로스 사선바 싫어하지. 야와지저는 대지 무시하면 되지 야 보통 이제 간데지
So
이제 또안돼 당연히라 대나라 전에现在 종해지 세나서 다다 전에 칠이지들 칠이지체 공부야 첸죠 다 이시 tempo 같은 세운다 다 있어 거거래로 전에 다 됐어 컴퓨터 나트니요
Then this continues. So the last sentence which we read before. So if you do this, so you will become profoundly certain that the good qualities in your mind will steadily improve. And then after that, then text continue how the those the practitioners who follow these their practice in as explained here, and then when they make such a, as we're saying that in your mind will steadily, when they make such a steadily progress in the practice, and then what follows is then their the indication of their the progress. So as it says, as the former excellent being said, make all the teachings you have previously heard completely clear in your mind. So you must reflect upon them again and again. So evaluate them and deliberate on them. So when you have let yourself forget the teachings, so there's nothing gained by learning to stabilize your attention on one object of meditations. So that the best meditators are the best teachers. So the mediocre meditators becomes mediocre teachers. So again, it's emphasizing. So this is to do with the what you meditate is really focus on what you have contemplate or what you have studied. So therefore, through when the progress is made in a proper way, then the meditations simply further deepening and further increase one's understanding, one's knowledge. So therefore, as it says here, the best meditators are the best teachers. So mediocre meditation becomes mediocre teachers. So you need knowledge of the teaching and commensurate meditation that both proceed to ever greater together. So once you have firm certainty from such reflections, so you do not pay heed when bad friends say all thoughts, virtues and non-virtues are conceptualizations and are thereby to be eliminated, but rather think that the teaching do not say these, nor do my teacher assert it. So otherwise, if you are a person who possesses a little faith but no wisdoms, so you are like the leading edge of water running downhills. So you go anywhere you are led, taking anything said to be true, wanting to cry when you see others crying, wanting to laugh when you see others laugh. Bernice Ra's mother. So we the Bernice, yeah. So we're doing this prayer to dedicate for the Bernice's mother, right, who passed away, and we all know that Bernice has been a great access, and he does a lot of voluntary work for the centers. Yeah, and she's also very, all students, long-term students. Well, it's part of the publication team, and they're saying she's very intelligent and also very, a lovely and a kind a woman.